Welcome to another episode of the Mad Lucrative Podcast. I am the host, the one, the only Magneto 7 in the building. I'm him. I'm there. I'm him. Can we say Himothy? No, I'm not gonna say that. This is another podcast and stuff. But anyway, welcome. This is another week. It's been a long week, yo. Like, I don't know how many of y'all have just been in the space of just trying to figure out the next thing. What's up, Silver? What's up? But I don't know how many of y'all been in the space of just trying to figure out the next thing to do. And I just wanted to make sure that I jumped on tonight. Of course, again, for all of y'all that's been following my stories, what's up, Jennifer? Anybody that's been following my stories on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, I've been posting everywhere. But all of y'all that's been following the story, y'all know I am a very busy guy. So it's been a different week. I don't really want to sit back too much, but I'm chill right now. So what I've been looking at is the space of pivoting, right? It's pivot season. I've been saying this for the last couple of weeks, last couple of months. I've been saying this, and I'm just trying to figure out, okay, all of y'all, thank you for coming in. Everybody that's coming in, thank you for joining. But I'm just trying to figure out how many people are in the same space of just not knowing what the F is going on, right? Because I think what's going on is a lot of uncertainty, right? A lot of uncertainty. Matter of fact, I see some people still coming in, so I'm not going to jump straight in. I'm going to just talk about my weekend. So, the weekend has been crazy, all right? First off, I'm on call. So everybody knows that I do 1,000 jobs. I'm like the original African. I do 1,000 jobs. And I've been in the space of just trying to stack as much bread up as possible. I've been telling everybody that's in the Mad Lucrative family, everybody, this is not the season to start spending money. We're not spending money right now. I've been telling everybody the same thing over and over. So I'm going to double down on it. Thank you so much, Jazzy Lady. Thank you so much. But this ain't the season for spending money, right? Case in point. Said nice setup. Thank you, Luke. Is life worth it? So I'm gonna come to y'all in a hot second. So please share the feed, share the live if y'all got questions. Thank you. So I've been looking at all of the stats for, and I didn't want to make it a serious pod. I want to have some fun tonight. I don't know if it's going to happen. We'll see. But I've been looking at the stats for all of the new repos that's happening and all of the foreclosures that's happening. And I can only think about where I've been and where I've come from and where I'm going, right? So what I mean by that is this. I don't know how many, all of y'all new people that's on TikTok, I'll tell y'all a little bit about my story and then you kind of understand where I'm coming from. So I told this story 1,000 times. I came from the music business, had fun, won a Grammy, went broke. Well, went broke, got married, went broke again, and then saved money. And now I have real estate and all these other things going on. Right? No cap in my strap. No strap. We're not doing that. But no cap in what I'm saying. Right? So I know what it's like to have a car repo. I know what it's like to have a foreclosure on your credit. I know what it's like to have a 400 credit score. I know what it's like to feel like you're in the space of can't get right. Right? I know a lot of people getting that can't get right space, right? I know a lot of people being in the can't get right space. So I'm going to say at least 3 years, for 3 years, I was in the can't get right space. The can't get right space looks like this. Every time you feel like you have a good idea for a business, you shoot yourself down, or you shoot yourself in the foot, and you say, I'm not really well versed in that area, so I don't think I deserve to have this business. That's the can't get right space, because you just talked yourself out of a good idea that you came up with. I don't want to make it a Christian-y pod. I am a Christian, right? But I don't want to make it a super like spiritual pod. But I will say this. When we have good ideas, don't ignore those good ideas. A lot of those good ideas that we have that pops up in our brain mysteriously, I would say is a nudge from God to do some digging. What I mean is this. Every time I've had one of those good idea moments, now, as of recently, I'm going to say, and recent for me is like the last 3, 4, 5 years. I don't shoot no ideas down. Like, I try to milk every idea to the T. If it's an idea that I come up with, I'm like, okay, all right. What's that? What we need to do? I'm going to try that. I'm going to try this. Can I staff it? Can I provide some jobs? If I can provide some jobs, okay, how long can this be sustainable? Once I make it a sustainable business, can I sell the business? Right? That's where my brain goes now. Every time I come up with an idea. So, I say all that to say this. I'm coming back to this weekend. So I had a lot of different customers come up to me. And by customers, again, I flip houses. I do inspection for water maintenance and produce music and pod. Y'all see me podding right now. So now, granted, I'm gonna say this. Let me lean into the camera. All of the podcasters out here ain't making no bread. Let's be real. All these podcasters out here are not making bread like they say they're making bread. So, I suggest that y'all listen to the people. No, not even listen to the people. Look at the people that we deemed as successful and then start paying attention to what they post in their stories. Not the wall. The wall for everybody is going to be flashy. The wall gonna look like they just came off the Grammy stage, BET Awards. We're gonna talk about that too. It's gonna look like they just came off the Country Music Awards, the AMAs. It's gonna look like that. Like, oh, okay, them some real ones. Look at the story. Look at what people are saying in the story. All right. Once you do that, I'm gonna ask you too. Once you do that, then start to think about, okay, is this a person that I really want to follow? And if I do want to follow them, how is their character? Look at their wives. Look at their partners. Do they have good relationships with them, or does it always seem strained? I ain't gonna get on the Smiths, but I will say I've been in business for a while, and I've seen some different things, and I was like, whoever thought? All right, I'm going to TikTok. I'm coming to you, TikTok. TikTok, I'm sorry. I normally have a clap button, and I be missing my clap button. No laptop. I got a phone. I got 3 phones, but all right. So on TikTok, Miami Vice 677 says, and you will be on this week's podcast, Miami Vice 677. But you said, do you like J. Cole? Oh, all right. So, and I don't. Okay. How can I say this? Because I come from. All right, so if y'all didn't know, I'm from North Carolina. Let me start all the way back. What up, Jackie Williams? Jackie Williams. Jackie Williams. Nah, just playing. But I am from North Carolina. What up, Gabby? I am from North Carolina. Oh yeah, Gabby and Tom. I want no disrespect. Gabby and Tom. What up? He said, "Come on, man." Okay, Miami Vice. All right, so this is my thing. This was the year of 20, and I don't think I've ever told this story. I never told this story on the pod, so you'll be the first one to kind of get it out of me. What up, Ash? So, the year of, I want to say this is 2009, 2008, right? I'm just coming off, I just told y'all, all right? I'm coming off of, I'm just about to lose my condo, which I love my condo. My condo was fire. But thank God for repairing your credit and getting real estate and all that stuff. But anyway, so I have a friend back home that shall remain nameless. Tried to set me up with Mr. Cole, Jermaine. Tried to set us up and come to the studio and, come through, man, gonna produce something fire for you. Keep in mind, was it the year after or the same year? I think this is the same year. This is the same year he was dropping his first album, right? And this was, matter of fact, let me make sure, because I don't want to mess up my facts. But anyway, at the time, I was just coming off of producing Eminem. What's up, Tracy? I was just coming off of producing Eminem. And whoever thought? Who else in North Carolina produced Eminem? Nobody. Me. I'm the only one. I'm him. What up? What up, La India? So, naturally, I was like, yo, I would love to work with J. Cole. I was like, I would love to work with him and just set it up. How y'all see me talking to y'all is how I talk to everybody. When I talk to 50 Cent, it's just like this. When I talk to Puff, it was just like this. When I talk to anybody, it's just like this. I like to talk to people. I have good conversations and we talk about things that matter, right? So, and I'm not gonna put all of the business out there, but so we were in the Red Lotus in Greensboro, North Carolina. Shouts out to Red Lotus. It has some beautiful women in there. But my wife might be watching this too. It's cool. It's before her. Kinda, sorta. But we're in the Red Lotus in Greensboro. Love to join. Got some okay. Perspective matters. All right. So we were down there and everybody's trying to link us up. And I was like, yeah, that's dope. And my good sir Cole kind of cold shouldered me. And I was just like, oh, okay. Maybe he didn't mean it. I'm very optimistic. I'm always optimistic. It's like, maybe he didn't mean it. So it's cool. I was like, all right, it's cool. So another situation came up where Rhapsody, shouts out to Rhapsody in North Carolina. Rhapsody came over to my spot and we were recording some joints. And then Farnsworth Bentley came over, recorded some joints. Again, this is North Carolina. I stay in Atlanta now, so that's a whole nother story. So I was like, okay, I'm becoming somewhat of a big deal. I had a Grammy nom at the time, so they were like, okay, he's Grammy nominated. Let's see what's what. And this is before a Grammy Award winning, right? And I broke that down on 2 pods ago too. So y'all just gotta go look at it. But I just kept getting the cold shoulder. And then I did a deal with EMI. Dang, I done said that. Anyway, I did a deal with EMI. Ty Dolla $ign, DJ Mustard, YG, all at my spot in North Carolina, recording. I produce a track for you. You do this, you link up. I had Mustard producing, my homeboy Rock Dean. Go look at Rock Dean. Anyway, so how are all of these people in the other states? You're coming from LA, you're coming from New York, you're coming from Arkansas, you're coming from over here. How you gonna come to my spot and record? But Jermaine never came. Pause. Jermaine never came. And we had good people trying to actually link us up to do some music. And it stayed where it was. So, Winston just joined. So, Miami Vice 677. I have no bad blood with Jermaine. He's dope. Very dope. I just wish certain conversations would have been had. Cause for me, I'm cool with the conversation, even if we don't work together, right? Even if we never did a record together. Let's have a conversation. We from the same state. We had a lot of the same growing up. You moved to New York to get popping. I moved to New York to get popping. Like, what's wrong with that? So, long story short, he's dope. Alexander Kurt, what up? Perspective matters. I went off on a tangent for like too long on that. I gotta give my Mad Lucrative listener on YouTube the sauce for this week. So if you stay, please stay. If you want to jump in on the next one, like let's send me an inbox and I want to schedule you so we do it the right way. How about that? Send me an inbox. I want to schedule you. We schedule for you to go live. So I got the audio and all that stuff rigged up. Because right now it's just me on audio. And I want the podcast listener from YouTube to be able to hear you. All right. So let me know if you cool with that. Perspective matters. And I definitely want to get you on. All right. Are you a fan of Seth freaking Rollin? I don't know what that is. Bruh 3478. No, I don't know what that is. Thank you, Miami Vice. Thank you. I'm glad you understand. So, And I don't. Listen. I'm not a person that burns bridges. I like to just have good people around me. And if it's not good energy, which I did not feel when I was around them, it wasn't good energy at all. So anyway, so this week, oh yeah, I forgot to give y'all. I got some colognes for y'all from a sponsor this week. Matter of fact, I might drop the commercial like right here. All right, come back. The commercial's great. Cologne smells great. But also, I have a cousin that actually made these. I can't remember what the disease was that he has, so don't get me the line. But he has a muscle, um, like MS, that type of disease. He has something like that, and made this, yo. So this is one of my Father's Day gifts, right? And him and his mom has actually started a business, and I told him I would plug him on the pod. The name is Leo Bracelets. Leo Bracelets, and they fire too, like very good quality. But I'm just like when my wife gave me these for Father's Day, like I was almost like in tears. Like I'm a big softy sometimes. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a big softy, cause I'm just like, okay, this boy has. I'm gonna just say MS for now, and I know my wife will correct me. This boy has a disease that causes him to not be able to control certain muscle motor skills, and still pulled it together to make this. Whether he had help or not, I'm fine with that. But pulled it together to make these, have a Facebook page, and has all these other things. That's a business. It's a business for myself. I want to blow it up. So all the Mad Lucrative listeners, if you're looking at this on YouTube, make sure you go ahead and cop the joints. I want y'all to cop these joints immediately. And yeah, just support. Like just support as much as possible. So I wanted to start off this week with a quick little wrap up. I appreciate y'all talking to me about my movie takes too. I got movie takes coming back. I didn't think that y'all cared, honestly. Like I thought that all of the people that come to the podcast normally just want to know how to get some money, and just I'm not interested in who you are as a person, what type of comedy you like, what type of movies you like. I thought that's the relationship that y'all had with me, but y'all are showing me something different, and I appreciate it. But Roger, what up? So I'll start with the movie because it's gonna be a quick take. It's not gonna be long at all. So I started watching a little bit of a show, and I want to touch 85 South too. Like, okay, let's start with 85 South. We're gonna start with that because me and my wife watched that, and I don't like to watch certain shows where I feel like I'm held at ransom. I love DC Young Fly. I love Carlos, right? Chico Bean. Oh, I love it. Every time they get into the 80s raps and all the stuff that they used to do, you jive turkey, like, and then they just go back and forth. I love that, right? I'm a big fan of that. But the show, okay, all right. I'm gonna give the show like a C, right? I'm gonna give it a C. I'm gonna give it a C from an entrepreneur's perspective. Now I know a lot of people might like try to shoot me down on it, but I think as an entrepreneur, as the first time around, I can appreciate it, right? I like the fact that they were able to go in, do pre-production, do post-production, get the venue, all that stuff set up, and they got the show shot, right? Very professional. They got Brian Michael Cox on the keys. I'm a musician. I said, yeah. I said, okay, I see what y'all doing. I see it. Do you see it? I do see it. Got Brian Michael Cox right here on the keys. You got the trombone player or the tuba player. I didn't really appreciate that. I'm sorry. It was a meh for me. What up, Nick? It was a meh for me. But nevertheless, I said, you know what? This is independent. They done landed a deal with Netflix. I'm sure it's gonna be a series at some point. Let's see what they got. Let's see. Now, it's a certain quality of content that I look for when it comes to a show that's going to be on YouTube versus a show that's going to be on Netflix or Hulu or HBO Plus or Disney Plus, any of those. It's a certain level of quality that I look for out of a show. And when I say a certain level of quality, I'm not talking about the actual way it was shot. I'm not talking about the lighting. I'm not talking about the wardrobe. That's easy. That's the easy stuff, right? All of that's the easy stuff to do. You can get a stylist to come in and make everybody like $1 million. Yo, just put me in the same joint that Martin had on. Put Chico in the same joint that Kevin Hart had on, and then we're gonna try to pattern this show after a Kings of Comedy. I get it. What up, Monica? I get it. 85 South, I promise you. I know y'all in Atlanta, so if y'all want to come through, come through. Y'all know I love y'all. I probably got some beats on what's my boy? DC Young Fly. Very dope. Right? Dope individual. But okay, I'm gonna come close. Let's come close. Come on. So I don't appreciate the fact that I did not appreciate the whole improv back to back to back to back. Right? The improv is cool, right? But when we talking about a Netflix special, we talking about a special. We talking about when you log on. If y'all didn't know, on TikTok or YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, if y'all didn't know, when you get a show on Hulu, Netflix, or HBO Plus or Disney Plus and all that stuff, they're gonna spend money to put you on that front page. Everybody don't just get a show to go on front page the first day out. It's mad shows that don't make front page. It's just like a album that just dropped on Apple. You're not gonna get front page unless somebody pays for it. So the fact that somebody paid for the front page, don't improv me out. I'm sorry. Don't improv me out. I want to know. Okay. For me, if I want to watch a Netflix special, I want to know. Dang, I have lazy eye today. But if I have a Netflix special, I want to make sure that I got just enough scripted, because I want to make sure everything lands. And then I want to make sure we keep just enough of the back and forth, the ha ha ha, the skits. Keep enough of that just to make it feel real. And then package that joint up like a present and then put it out there. That's what I was looking for. I didn't get that. So, again, 85 South, I love what y'all stand for. I'm looking forward to the next one. Hopefully it is the next one. Yo, tighten up. If all of us small content creators got to tighten up, y'all got to tighten up too. Now, I know money looks a little different. Money looks a little different from that standpoint. You probably getting at least about, I'm going to say 50,000, 70,000 a head after everything's paid for that one night. I get it. It's good money. But come on now. Second show I watched this weekend, and TikTok. Okay, so have y'all seen the ads for I Am Virgo or I Am a Virgo? I don't know which one it is. It's I Am Virgo or I Am Virgo. Okay. I didn't understand, and maybe I'm a little bit of an elementary student. Maybe I'm a C student too much. But I didn't really understand why the baby had to have a big head, and then you had to have Mike Epps over here doing like the comedy stuff, which I've worked with Mike Epps. Shouts out to Mike Epps. But you had to have the baby with the big head that grows up to be a giant, and then it just now. The storyline was dope. I did like the fact that they tried to hide them. They tried to keep telling them, well, you this different. They're going to want to use you and then shoot you and all this stuff. I love that, right? Because it's kind of like a back and forth. It's like a little subliminal, But I like it. But then when they go to the cartoons, I'm just like, I don't get it. Please, Jesse, Luna, Miami Vice, do anybody know why, Anthony, does anybody know why they had to go to the cartoons in the I Am Virgo? Now I will say, it caught me. I'm vested into the storyline, so I gotta go ahead and watch it. I'm gonna watch it at some point to finish it. I gotta watch it, but I don't want to give it a meh. I don't want to give it a meh, but it's almost meh. But they got me. I'm vested into the storyline. I want to see what happens. I'm here, right? And that was probably the end of my TV watching for this. Oh, last thing. So with every legend, okay, and I want to take a poll. This is gonna be for TikTok and Instagram. How many of y'all feel like it's okay for a legend to forget another legend's lyrics? Lovely Luna, is it okay for one legend to forget another legend's lyrics when it comes to them performing their song as a cover, like for an award show or whatever? How much grace should we give that one legend that forgot the lyrics to another legend that happened to have passed, Tina Turner and Patti LaBelle, right? Patti LaBelle ain't passed. She was just singing and forgot the lyrics. So I was just like, okay. For me, I'm just like, she just forget the words. It's cool. I don't know why people are making it such a big deal. That it's not a shot. Like, folk memory just get a little foggy the longer they start performing. Like, if you've been performing for decades, give that lady some grace. Stop playing. Stop playing. Patti LaBelle, we love you, auntie. Grandma, auntie, grandma, auntie. I think grandma. But anyway, that's the end of my TV. That's enough. I think that's enough for the TV because I'm just like, okay. So this week I wanted to touch on intentions and budgeting and all that good stuff. Right? So if y'all want to, you can take notes. If you want to chime in, you can. But first off, so with this recession, I have been in the space of trying to figure out what's necessary, what's not necessary, what's too many subscriptions, how much time do I actually have for certain things, am I spending time with my family? If I'm not spending enough time, what am I doing that can be weeded out so I can kind of like narrow down the time where I have good quality time with my kids and my wife, and my friends and my family, right? So I started doing another budget because everything starts with the money. Y'all know that. Everything that we got to do starts with the money. What up, John? Everything starts with the money. So I sat down because it's been probably I've revisited my budget probably at least twice a month. Twice a month I revisit the budget just to see where we are with business. I got 3 businesses and I got the household. We operate our household like a business. So I was looking. I said, okay. This business over here made this much. This business over here didn't make nothing. This business over here made like a few dollars. Like this the podcast. It make a few dollars. We make a few dollars. And then I started just adding up what we spending. Jeez Louise. Listen, okay. I don't know how many of y'all are making anything under 40,000, 50,000. If you're making anything under 40 or 50,000, please listen close. Please listen close. Cause I personally don't know how people can get into a super comfortable space and only make 40. Like that's hard. I can't do it. I can't see it. I don't see it. Or even 50. Now anything over 50 to 60, 70, 80, if you dolo, I get it. You can ball out. Right? That's still not ball out money, but you can ball out a little bit. So what I'm saying is this. I started writing down, looking at my budget. I said, okay, if we spend this much on food, where? So I went to my wife. I said, how did we spend this much on food? I'm not going to say the number, but the number is ridiculous. The number is absolutely ridiculous. So then I started looking at the different taxes and all of the food prices that we've been paying on. We stopped paying for eggs because we bought chickens. We got chickens in the back. Shouts out to Buddy. We got a little. Y'all follow me. If you follow me on TikTok and Instagram, you'll see my chickens. But anyway, so chickens give us eggs. We grow a few vegetables. So I'm like, okay, we eating out money and we don't eat meat, but twice a week. Salmon, fish, shrimp. That's the only meat that we eat. So I said, okay, where is the money going? So then I started thinking about my habits. How many of y'all know the habits that we have will kick us in the ass? Yo, in the back. Like, yo, okay. So I was just looking at the habits. I said, okay, because I'm one of these people, and I know y'all are just like me, because y'all are mad lucrative listeners, and y'all are money family. So if y'all anything like me, you feel like you deserve a Starbucks every day if you wanted to. Right? That's easy. I was like, it's $2, $3, $4, $5, $6, $7 for a drink. Just get a drink, nothing. If you make money, ain't no big deal. Start adding it up. All right, so what I started doing, and I want to pull my budget up. I might try to this is be my Patreon. YouTube, y'all GP, so general population, y'all don't get the sauce. So I was just doing the budget, and I was just looking at it. And I said, okay. I went to Starbucks that morning, 6:30 in the morning. Got my drink. Got what? Cause y'all know I've been working out too. I've been working out. I might not look like it because I just came off of eating because we just had a massive vacation. Vacation was phenomenal. But anyway, I'm adding it up. I said, okay, I gotta have my Starbucks in the morning. I did that. Okay, that's $6. You gotta have the piece of pumpkin loaf warmed up. What up, Jamie? Gotta have the pumpkin loaf warmed up. Black people, don't get on me. I'm one of the people that, yes, I will eat pumpkin loaf all year round. I am one of those. I will do it. Maybe a little bit of banana bread every now and then, but pumpkin loaf. And the pumpkin loaf has the least amount of calories in it too. I don't know if y'all pay attention to it, but that's the reason why. I'm just letting you know. So I'm like, okay, $7, 7-Eleven in the morning. Not that bad, because I don't have to have the fancy coffee. And then the afternoon, hit Starbucks again. Because it's been a long day. If y'all didn't know, my days normally start at 5 in the morning. If you're new here, then you just finding this out. My mad lucrative listener, they know. 5 in the morning, my day starts, and it ends at whenever time I fall out. Not healthy, but that's just been my habit. That's the only way that I've been able to achieve success up until this point. Now I'm working on building certain systems and putting people in a place where they can do certain things that I can pay them for. That's where we are now. So anyway, I'm looking at the Starbucks budget. I'm like, okay, $300? I spent $300. How did I spend $300 on coffee? I was like, how? It add up. So then I said, okay, all right, that's easy. I spit on you. No, Starbucks. I don't mean it. I'm just. It's a metaphor. I'm not just saying I'm not spitting on you. So I'm like, all right, I can do without the Starbucks for a month. I can narrow it down to one time a day. Easy, right? So I'm gonna do this on camera so y'all can see. If you do Starbucks 5 days a week, and you get what I get, that's $35 a week, right? 5 days a week, $35. But then you do that joint times 4. What you got? $142. And then you do that joint times 12. What you got? $1,700. $1,700 on coffee one time a day. So imagine what you spending if you're doing that 2 times a day. $3,400 on coffee. So now you see what time the budget, what my budget was looking like. I was like, okay, all right. And I'm a big compound guy. Like I don't have to think about the investment for today. I think about the investment that I invest in today that's going to pay me in the next 5 to 10 years. I think in decades. I don't think in 1 year, right? So I'm like, all right, cool. I cut it down. I could do that easy because I know I can flip 3,400 on something. I can put that 3,400 on something. So I went in. I said, all right, cool. Done. I go to the grocery store, rack up. I was like, all right, cool. Bam. I'm gonna get the coffee. I'm gonna get my bagels. I'm gonna get the banana bread. I'm gonna get all that. I'm gonna have it at the house because it's got a nice kitchen. Kitchen is beautiful. I can do this at the house. I got a nice mug. Shouts out to Coldest Water. And day one, I get up late. What I do? Run out the house. Go straight to Starbucks. Yo, I felt like a junkie. I feel like a straight just like, yo, son, you are wilding. So that's one line item, right? So we cut the budget with eggs. I tried to start cutting the budget with the coffee, but I'm going to work it out. I'm just going to try to sleep a little bit more and not have to go 20 hours out of 24, right? So now I said, all right, we're going to weed this down. Next line item. I love to treat my family. We love to go out on Fridays, right? My girls say, all right, well, if daddy ain't gonna work on this Friday, Fridays or Sunday, that's the day we normally go out to eat, right? Every week or every other week. So I say, all right, cool, And we don't just eat regular stuff. It ain't no McDonald's, nothing like that. We call them hibachi. My girls like hibachi. Crab legs. Daddy, I want some crab legs. 7 and 4-year-old ask for crab legs, right? But it's cool. That's the type of dad that I am. I want them to experience that. So no trick out here. I ain't trying to get my daughter. Man. Anyway, I'm playing. But I'm not. So I said, all right, so what I'm going to do? I said, we're going to cut down some of these eating out trips. And we're going to put some on the grill in the back. Got a nice backyard. Got a swimming pool. Got the what you call it? The trampoline. Got all this stuff back there. We're going to just do some stuff at the house. Cool. So talk to my wife about it. Of course, my wife is like the frugal master. I never can say that word. Hold on, let me plug y'all up. My wife is the frugal master, right? So she says, all right, well, shoot, I've been told you we ain't got to go out to eat. I said, all right, cool. So we cut out some of the eating out. We're going to do maybe 2 times a month instead of every weekend or 2 days a weekend, right? Because when I started adding that up, keep in mind, what my coffee budget? $3,400 coffee for the year, right? So you do that 34, then you do a meal for 4 out to eat anywhere. The cheapest I've seen is like $115, $120, right? So you do that times 2. That's $250 for the weekend. Eating out, $250 for the weekend. 1 weekend. Now you do that joint times 4. What you got? $1,000. You already know where it's going. You do that joint times 12. What you got? $1,200. That's $15,000 eating out. $15,400 eating out. So I'm like, all right, we narrow this down. Cause think about this, all right. All right, the first property that we got to invest in, we only paid $45,000 for it. $45,000 for a property. Now the value of that property right now is $415, 10x. Shouts out to Grant Cardone. Saucy. Shouts out to Grant Cardone. But yeah, we 10x'd our first property. Didn't sell it, still got it. Actually, in it right now. Put the studio in, all that stuff, right? Play Mexican music. Peter. Come on, Peter. So, I'm saying all that to say this. I think we should revisit what we're spending money on, because what's going to happen is, and this is my next subject, what's going to happen is we're going to start getting in the space where all these repos are coming up. Everybody been wanting the C classes, the E classes, even the Maybachs, anything that's out, everything's gonna be on sale. Cause the banks are trying to pay different people, different companies to bring them the cars back so they can make some money on it before the full economy just tanks. So what's gonna happen is this: if you got people that's out here with $15,000 cash that can play money, $15,000. You might luck up and get you a Jeep. And y'all know them Jeeps is like $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 if you get them joint Rubicon. What up, darkness? What up? So, let's start being smart about our money, right? Let's revisit the budget. All my money friends, make sure y'all join, because y'all already know what time it is. I forgot to let y'all know up front. That's what I'm talking about, darkness. But I forgot to let y'all know up front, I am offering anybody that wants to come through a position, well, not a position, but space to be on the Money Friends. Like all of my Money Friends, we chime in every day. We do something, and if you're not a spiritual person, you don't belong in my group. It's fine. But if you are a person that believes in character, you believe in logic, you believe in things that just make sense, that you can level up and it's not like a lottery ticket, you belong in my group, right? So if you want to be in the Money Friends, make sure you put "I'm ready" in the subject. Send it to me on the DM on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. If you want to email me at magneto7booking@gmail.com. I'm going to put that at the bottom too, magneto7booking@gmail.com. I love all my mentees. All my mentees do really, really well. I help people get to the bag via a second source of income. And I just, normally, a lot of us know exactly what it is that we should be doing as far as a side job. But what happens is we start looking at how many other people are in this business and how good I'm at it right now and how long will it last. Like, that's not necessary. All you got to do right now is start. If you don't start, then you won't do nothing. Like, you're just going to be sitting on a log, right? TikTok, I'm about to come to y'all in a minute. So that's one thing. Make sure if y'all want to be on the Money Friends, just holler at me. What we got next? All right. Dreams, right? Keeping our dreams. So I made a post earlier this week about a few of my customers whose houses I had to go to and just kind of sign off on them getting certain services. And I'm just like, we have to make sure that we keep working on our dreams until they materialize. We have to keep working on our dreams until they materialize. So I grew up being one of those people that was just like, okay, what I need to do, if I say I'm going to do something, I do it, I make it happen. And I say because I put in a lot of work. So I'm not neglecting the fact that God has some input, and it's because of him. God gave me the legs, God gave me the air. I breathe because of God. I get that, right? I get all of that. And I do give him credit. But I will say it took a great deal of effort. It took a great deal of effort to get to certain things. So I want y'all to put this down. Anybody that's listening on YouTube, if y'all taking notes, put this down. I will keep working on my dreams until they materialize. All right, Yolanda, what's up? I want y'all to put that down. I will keep working on my dreams until they materialize. I'm going to tell you how strong of a statement that is. So I remember this was probably, and I had to keep doing this forever, for like years, but the first time it happened, I'm gonna say was in college, right? Let's go there. College. I was not that good of a student. I've always been smart. I've always been able to retain a lot of information, but I was never the guy that wanted to I never wanted to just be I never wanted to be the guy that was just in the space of having information just to have information. Never that guy. So I want to say, what can I do to get a keyboard? It was something simple. It was a keyboard, right? Something as simple as a keyboard. What can I do to get the keyboard? So I said I need to get a job. All right, what kind of job do I need to get? I need to get a job that can pay me at least, I think at the time it was like $400 a week. Cheap. $400 a week, right? So started working. I worked at Walmart. Worked there for a minute. Worked there. Third shift. After I got off third shift, I went to school. Did all my classes. I took a few breaks in between. Took a nap. Went back to school. That's why I keep saying it's hard for me to change certain habits. Of course, I'm getting older now. Like, I'm pushing 40. So I got to change up certain habits or I will be dead. Period. So Worked at Walmart, kept working, kept working, kept working until I got the keyboard. Once I got the keyboard, I was out. I quit that job immediately. Right? Quit the job immediately. Because for me, I'm not one of them people that stay in certain positions just because it's comfortable. I feel like comfort is like the cousin to death to me. Like comfort is just like a thing that you don't want to do when you're trying to be a overachiever. What's up, Jamie? What's up? So, yeah, keep working on the dreams till they materialize. Make sure you have that down. Another thing, act with intention. If you don't act with intention, then a lot of things are just going to get through the cracks. It's the best thing, and I love to use the weight example because it's so easy to see, but it's so easy to not see it at the same time. So I know for a minute I really didn't care about getting. I didn't care about getting. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. Go. I didn't care about getting in the space of I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. My 7-year-old is doing the most. The absolute most. But anyway, acting with intention, right? So, going back to that because you threw me off a little bit. So, I've never been the guy that said that, it's easy to be broke. For me, I think being broke takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of effort to be broke. Case in point, when you are a person that has the ability to wake up, you have a house that you stay in, or not. You don't even have to have a house to stay in, because I'm a witness to that too. You can be on somebody's couch trying to figure it out, and then you're like, okay. But look, even in that, figuring it out says that you want more than what you currently have. That says that I'm willing to work on me to get to the next level. So, being broke does the exact opposite. I woke up, I'm going to just try to sit here. Oh, you got to go pee? No, I don't need, I'm going to just sit right here and pee. Like, it takes effort to do a lot of things. It's a little extreme, but you get where I'm going. So, I was one of the people that said, all right, I'm always big boned. I've always been a big guy, so it's hard for me to lose weight. Most people just got to be built a certain way to get abs. You got to be built a certain way to get muscles and all that stuff. It just don't happen for everybody. And now it's very easy for more people to say that because you get the surgery. You just go get the surgery, get the abs implant, get the implant on your chest, all that stuff. It's easy, right? It's super easy to do it now. But is it? If you even want to get the implant, you got to get the money. How you going to get the money? If you don't have the money, then ain't nobody going to do the surgery for you. That's one factor that I know for a fact. Now, let's change it to the other side. If you want the same output or you want the same outcome, you got to change your output. If you are in a space where you say, I need to lose some weight and it's hard for me to lose weight. No, it's not. It's not hard for you to lose weight. It's really not hard. The only thing you need to do is eat more of the good things that you're supposed to eat. Even if you don't know what that is, your body will tell you. If you eat sweets all day, what you gonna feel? Sluggish. You're gonna feel like sleepy. You probably gonna get diabetes for real. But you're gonna be sluggish. You ain't gonna feel like doing nothing. You eat fruit. You drink water. You feel amazing over time, right? So we already know what to do. Eat more of what you're supposed to get, and get more exercise. Exercise is what? Everything. Bro, I gotta get on that plan. No, you don't. Just get outside, walk. Or if you don't want to get outside and walk around the house. Walk around the house for an hour, clean up your house. Do all the easiest stuff ever. Any activity is exercise. Do that, and you'll see the results of what you're looking for. So, again, effort. what type of effort are you putting into whatever you want next? And I'm really saying that to myself because I have a lot of clients that's in the deca millions, and I ain't touched it just yet, right? So I don't hate on nobody. I always learn. What up, AJ? I don't hate on nobody. I always have space to learn exactly where they're coming from, how they got there, and how are they sustaining it. And the thing that I noticed that's like a common denominator for every deca millionaire that I know is they have a team and they have a plan and they have uh, a team, a plan, and terms, right? Team, plan, and terms. The team always operates on whatever high level that the millionaire is. And if they're not on that high level, they fire them immediately because it's like going against the frequency, right? So every deca millionaire that I know has a great team that's just like them. Then they always have a plan. The plan is never short term either. That's what I want to say. All deca millionaires I know have a plan that's for like the next 10 to 20 years. It's never for the next 3 years. Because all of them know can't but so much happen, good or bad, in 3 years. I'm gonna really see the benefit of the investment 5 to 10 years. And really 10 years. Because now if I invest it right and I know what the company is, I'm gonna see the investment back in 10 years. All right, that's one. And then what we say? Plan, the team, the plan, and terms. The terms. Every deca millionaire that I know has ridiculous terms for their life. They don't slack in any area. They always have like if I do this, then this should happen. If I don't do this, then this won't happen. And it goes for every aspect. If I hire this person over here that's trash, I can expect them to take my business down. If I hire this guy over here that's good for my business, he'll probably grow it 10x what I'm looking at right now. So I should hire him and then make him a CEO of another business that I own. Every deca millionaire does that. And I'm just like, I just sit back and learn and I listen and I observe. And all of them, at least, well, not all of them. I know some cranky ones. But the majority of them that I know are doing really, really good. And they have a really good family work-life balance. And I know this is one of them things too. Okay. I even said it before in some old pods. I got to backtrack some of what I said. I do believe it's possible to have some type of balance between work, life, family, fun, right? I do believe that it's possible. But I think in the beginning stages, it's not. It's never going to be possible. Because I think something is going to lack in some area, right? Just like I had to have my 7-year-old leave. She had to go. Because I was like, yo, you're throwing off the pod right now. Had to have her go. Now, I know, I said this before I started podding. I've been out the house for days just working back to back to back to back. I've been working for like 20 hours roughly, right? From last week to this week. Between being on call, working on properties, doing coaching calls, making sure I try to get a workout in, podcasting, doing different schedules, checking in with my mad lucrative money friends. Like, I do a lot, right? But I know for a fact this weekend, I have to make up that extra time that I took out of the family time and deposit that back into the bank, in the family bank. That's how I look at it, right? So you're either going to withdraw something from a bank or you're going to deposit something. And we're talking about family banks. We're talking about your money banks, your friend banks, your dream banks. You're either withdrawing or you're making a deposit. It's nothing more than that. All right. So I'm going to go to TikTok right quick. Because we about to wrap. I think we about 40. Yeah, we about to wrap. All right. Carter Favorite MLB team. Carter, I'm sorry. I don't watch sports. I and okay, I talked about this on a few pods, but I really want to watch sports. I want to know what these calls are, and I want to know I want to know why people feel the way they do, and they be like, "Oh, that was a bad call." I want to know what that feels like. I want to know. I want to embody that as a man. I feel like all real men watch sports, but I don't watch sports, so I don't have a team. Let's see, Prince Bambi. What are you doing? What you're doing is not enough to inherit the kingdom of God. Huh? Hello. It's not. I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read this on the pod for you, Prince Bambi. What you're doing, huh? Is not enough to inherit the kingdom of God. You spit on Jesus and he still loves you. Fix it. We were standing for you. No, hey, I'm done. All right, Prince Bambi, you dope. I love you, yo. Prince Bambi going crazy. Play some Mexican music is what Peter said. I don't have any. I'm sorry. If you recommend Mexican music, I got you, but I don't have none tonight. Darkness, thanks for the shots out. Mark Carter. I was with her for 5 years and she was with him for 2 years cheating. Oh, that sounds a little messy. What up, cuz? XW. Why do you have XWOS? Like this, it's a lot to say, dog. Cuz. I love you, though. Carol, what up, Carol? Thank you for joining. Miss Parker. Hey, Miss Parker. What it do? Funky witch. Oh, we don't do witches. All right. I'm back. Now, where do we end off on? Act with intention. Now, patience and waiting is a gift. Put that down. If you're taking notes on YouTube, put that down. Patience and waiting is a gift. I think from a human standpoint, when we're in the position, and let me rephrase. Okay, as a human, when we're in the position of waiting and we're in the waiting season and we're trying to figure out what's next, right? A lot of us we feel like we're cursed. I think I say it like that. What up, Alex? We feel like we're cursed when we get in that season where we have to wait and be patient. But I want us to just start switching that concept. Waiting and patience is a gift. Look at patience and waiting as God giving you extra space to learn everything that you need to learn and develop into what you need to develop into to be able to handle the big gifts or the big dream that he's about to hand to you. You got to have a process. We see a lot of people that lose all of everything because they didn't go through a certain process. So I want us to look at patience and waiting as a gift. Is God packaging the whole dream and the whole season of prosperity and all that stuff? He packaging it up in a big bag, and the big bag is called patience and waiting. It's just a big bow on top of it. And what he wants you to do is just like Christmas, right? Just like Christmas. God really wants you to look at patience and waiting as a gift and say, all right, the paper is patience. Let me take this, get this off a little bit. All right, okay. Now the box is waiting. Okay. I'm going to wait to open this joint up. I'm opening it. Okay, cool. Got the joint. You look inside the box, $10 million. Appreciate it, God. God like, yo, appreciate you for being patient. But we all know when we in the patience and waiting season, we be like, yo, God cursing me, yo. Why God doing this to me, man? He not, yo. Like, it's no vendetta against you. Now, I have felt like I had a vendetta against me for a long time. But it's no vendetta against you. What happens is, I think, we don't realize when we have a big dream on a certain level, how many pieces are they have to come together for that big dream to manifest? And there I go. I said I wasn't gonna be a manifester, right? Manifesting is working on something though. I want to. No matter what I say, I want y'all to always put the two together. Manifesting something is working on something to be able to manifest it into material. So there it is. But anyway, but yeah, it's been plenty of times where I've been like, okay, I want to do this, I want to do that, and then God throw it at you, and you be like, that ain't really the way I wanted it. Like, case in point, the first house we bought in Georgia, right? First house we bought in Georgia. At the time, I think my wife told the story on YouTube, on TikTok or Instagram, but I'll tell the story too again. So we were at the bottom of the bottom. Like, I really felt like it was better to be dead than alive, right? I felt like that before. And I was just like, yo, like, I don't see the real purpose in life if I can't do the thing that you're supposed to do as a husband or a married couple. The thing, like providing and speaking and being the covering of your wife and being the leader and the head of the household and being the protector. If I feel like I can't do that, then why am I here? And then at the same time, what up, Whitney? At the same time, she was probably in the space of, well, this mug ain't providing. He ain't protecting. I feel like I'm out here alone. I feel like I'm doing this and this and that. And put those two together. That is chaos in a big box. So while we're in that season, I still had like a little bitty fire, a little trinket of fire that was like, all right, everything ain't negative, and there is some positive in some people. So what we gonna do? So I think I had a job. Oh yeah, that's when I was working for it was a contractor down here. I'm not gonna say his name. I want to say his name, but I'm not gonna say his name. But it was a contractor down here in Georgia that hired me as like a foreman slash, well, not really a foreman. It was more so a laborer, right? So it hired me to come in, and I was doing all the hard work, lifting the sheetrock, putting the sheetrock up, doing the mud, going up on roofs, taking shingles down, carrying bricks, tote dirt over here. No, don't put the dirt right here. Carry it up the hill, do that, and here goes your $150 for the day. I was happy with that $150. I was like, yo, I did something and it materialized. I could bring this $150 home. And my wife was like, yeah, appreciate that. So we are at the time we were staying at my cousin's house down here in Georgia. And keep in mind, all of this is after the Grammy. That's why I see certain people and I be like, yo, Cap. Because being in the spotlight and having certain credentials don't make you money. It just makes you cool. Sometimes. And then it's going to be a person. You got one Grammy. It's going to be a person with 2 Grammys. It's going to be another person with 3 Grammys. So what's a Grammy? Nothing really. Until you figure out how to use it and push people to a certain product. All right. That's a whole nother thing. What up, Katie? So we're staying at my cousin's house, and I've always been a person that just look around and I'm riding, and I always visualize what's next. I always visualize what's next. I've never been a person that just sits and let SHIT happen. I always visualize something. So keep in mind, she is 7 months pregnant at the time. 7 months pregnant. We ain't got nowhere to stay. We staying at my cousin's house, technically. And she like, well, you got to get out, cause like, I got to do this. I'm like, all right, cool. So I put a statement out there to her. I said, all right. Oh, thank you. I put a statement out there. I said, look, all right. I said, well, we'll be out in the next month. My wife was like, next month? Like, if we get out in the next month, then I'm going to be like about to have this baby. I was like, we're going to be out next month. So she was like, all right. And that's what I want everybody to do. Put time limits on certain things. If you don't push and do everything you need to do to make everything happen by that certain time limit, then you messing up on your own dream. But anyway, I said we're gonna be out in the next month. She said how? I said I don't know yet. I was driving Uber. I had a Durango that was like 10 years old. So I'm driving Uber. I've always been hyped. I've always talked to my customers. I've always been smiling. I was like, I do my little dancing jig. I'm just happy, right? So I still found a little fire here and there. And I had a customer picked up from the airport. Yeah, I just came from Brazil. Like, just came from doing this. I was like, all right, dope. Cool. I'm going to go to Brazil at some point. Okay, cool. What you do? I do music. Okay, cool. Did anything I heard? I actually have. Who you produce? Eminem. So we talking, right? Talking. I drive back. All the money that I just made on Uber, and I know what the Uber drivers be making. All the money that I just made on Uber, I had to spend it to go pick my wife up and get a little bit of groceries that we can cook at my cousin's house. Credit score, trash. Money, cash flow, trash. So, naturally, and I had payments on that Durango too. This is why I always tell people you don't have to have no payment. I ain't had no car payment in years now. But anyway, had Durango, didn't make enough of the payments because I was trying to spend money on food. What happens? Car gets repoed. Now, we ain't got no car. Thank God for Miss Kathy. It was one of our church members. She gave us a truck that it was like one of them little trucks that she had in her backyard. She was like, you can drive this baby whenever you drive it as long as you need to. Just put gas in it, take care of it like it's your own. And when you get on your feet, just give it back. I was like, thank you so much. Good people. Good people. This is the stuff that I like to do for people now too if I have the ability to do it. Some people be asking for some ridiculous stuff. But anyway, she let us hold that truck. And so many different blessings happened as a result of us just being in a season of expecting good things to happen. What happened was this. We were riding through this neighborhood, right? Neighborhood's cool. A little bit run down, but it's cool. We in right by the city. 10 minutes from Atlanta, this and that. No development, really. It was no flipping houses. We wasn't doing none of that just yet. None of that. I was always a builder of something, but we wasn't flipping houses. So we riding in this truck that my church members letting us hold. And we come across this house on a listing. I always look with expectancy. Always look. No matter what, don't stop looking, don't stop dreaming. Always look. I'm going to get you. I got you. Always look, don't stop dreaming. So we were riding. We come to this house. The house has a tree on it. The neighbor that's beside the house, his name is Mr. Gibson, rest his soul. Mr. Gibson says, nah, don't look at that house. That girl about to pop. Talking about my wife. That girl about to pop. Don't look at that house. Look at this one. So I'm like, it's not on the listing. It don't make sense. It's not on the listing. He said, well, do you need a house or not? And this is what I mean. Don't talk yourself out of certain blessings. Certain blessings are coming into your space, but don't talk yourself out of it. Like, if you know it's a need and you see the need that could be met and you have somebody that's trying to help you get to it, let them help. Let them help. That might be the angel that God is sending to help you out right now. So anyway, and I did not mean for the pod to go here, but we're here now. So anyway, he says, walk through this house. Go ahead. I got the keys. I was like, you got the keys. First off, if y'all have seen some old man with random keys to a house that tells you to walk through it, you'll be like, nah, nah, doc, nope, But anyway, me and my wife looked at each other. I was like, I'm big. I can handle him. Like, if he tried anything, I can knock him down. He'll be all right. Like, let's go. So we started walking through the house. The house smelled like mold. Roof was bad. Nice size house, though. And I was just like, oh, and it has a basement? He was like, yeah, it got a full basement. I was like, wow. We walking. I was like, I could put my studio right here. I could put a gym right here. Got a nice laundry room. We could put a little lobby area right here. Oh, the backyard's nice. Backyard was filled with trees. It was a trash yard. Like, people came over here to piss, crap, and throw stuff in the yard. and it was overgrown, but I saw the beauty. I was like, all right, it's something there. So we going, we walking, and he said, you know what? I believe this y'all house. That's what Mr. Gibson said. I believe this y'all house. Keep in mind, bad credit. Can't approve for nothing. But I said, all right, you know what? I believe we can get up the money. I said, $45,000. My wife would tell you to this day. That's exactly what I said. That's what I say. If you put a number on something and you put a time limit on something, go for it and just believe that it's going to happen. I said 45,000. I said, I believe we can get 45 up. 10% of that, 4,500. Try to, build credit up enough and do all this stuff and whatever. After it's all said and done, we got the house. We got in the house. And this is a whole nother story, how we got in the house and all that. Got in the house, told the homeowner, I said, all we can afford is 45,000. He said, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Said, that's exactly what I'm looking for. I'm looking to get 45,000 out of it. I spent 35. I just want 10,000 on top of it. I was like, wow. I was like, all right, cool. It took us, this was probably like a 3-year process between getting the house, paying for the house, and getting it paid off and all that stuff. This is about a 3-year process. So now the same house is worth $415,000 out of $45,000. So now what I do the same thing. I just do it on a bigger level. I say, look, I want to make sure we get a 100,000 square foot building. I want to be able to shoot film. I want to make sure that we can hire enough people, probably a staff of 50 to 100 people that all make 50,000 and up. And I want them to be able to have all holidays and everything off with their families and they just chill. And I want to make sure that we have secondary income on top of that. And guess what is going to happen? Same thing when I was walking through some of my clients' houses. Some of my clients are paying $3 million for their houses. $3 million. Houses be beautiful. But for me, it don't hit the same because that's not the full goal for me. I'd rather have vacation houses instead of this one big $3 million house. Give me 10 $800,000 houses. That's what time I'm on. So anyway, just put time limits on certain things, y'all, and believe that it'll happen. Put the work in. If you don't know how to put the work in, again, text me or send me an inbox message. I'm ready. And you can be a part of the Mad Lucrative Money Friends. Now we'll say, I have a free tier. I had to put this out there. I do have a free tier and I have a paid tier. My free tier, you get a lot of benefits with what we're doing, whether that's events, whether that's certain talks, like we do business talks and we do deep dives with other people's businesses. So if you want to level up your business, you holler at that, right? But then if you want me to sit down with you and help you figure out your business, and you say, look, bro, I started this business. I make about $3,500 a month, $5,000 a month. I'm trying to figure out how to make more. What am I doing wrong? I can help you figure that out. Right? So again, send me a message. I'm ready. Shouts out to everybody on TikTok. Dakota, what up? What up? Thank you for the follow, user. All those numbers. Rosa lost her back seat though through the process. All right, y'all. I'm out. Y'all be funny. All right, I'll see y'all next week. That's episode 87 in the books. Peace.